All right, hey everyone. One sec. Sorry. Welcome to the live stream. We are watching UFC Freedom 250. Right now, it's Michael Chandler versus Mauricio Hufi. We just saw Bo Nichols stop Kyle Dacus, and I'd missed the fight with Diego Lopez, but he won his fight as well over I think it's Steven Garcia. In any case, thank you for joining us. Say hi in the chat so we know who's here. Right now, Mauricio Hufi is about to get in the cage. They are cutting to commercial. Paramount cuts to commercial. Hufi's now in the cage. Interesting, he's wearing like white trunks with red and white stripes and stars. So I guess all the fighters are going to sport stars and stripes. Not sure. Okay, here we go. Back to the actual action. Michael Chandler is 40 years old. Hufi is 29. They both weighed in within a pound of 155. Hufi has both the height and reach advantage by several inches. So I'm definitely rooting for Hufi in this fight. I also picked him to win. I just think Chandler has just shown us his limitations in his past few fights. And his weaknesses come in the striking. Yes, he's a hard hitter. Yes, he keeps coming, but he just doesn't take his head off the center line enough. And I feel like Hufi, especially with that height and reach and really great striking skills, I think he might be able to find a hole in Chandler's defense. The Bo Nichols win, I felt like they were serving Dacus up to him. I think they're trying to still cash in on their investment with Bo Nichols. The promotion put a lot into him in terms of promo straight out the back. Okay, right now Buffer is introducing Mauricio Hufi. He is from Brazil, but he trains out of Australia now. In fact, Volkanovski is in Mauricio Hufi's corner. Interesting that they chose to deck out people who aren't American with the American theme trunks. Hey Certified, how are you doing? Get that change out of the dryer? Yeah, well, that's the problem when you're an athlete is you got to do laundry. And if I don't do it Sunday, if I don't do it now, it ain't going to get done. And I need this stuff for the week coming up. So, yeah, that's just how it goes, guys. You got to multitask when you're an athlete. I'm behind on my grocery shopping, so I'm going to have to scrape something together for lunch tomorrow. But that's all right. All right, here we go. Both Hufi and Chandler fighting out of orthodox stance. Right off the bat, you can definitely see the height advantage that Hufi has. Plus, he likes to fight very upright. Chandler opens up with a calf kick. Chandler bouncing around a lot, trying to be the guy on the outside, moving around. I sense that Chandler's trying to feint with his level changes. And right there, he went to tried to shoot in for a single, but completely missed. Chandler using a ton of jittery motion with his feet. I think he's trying to feint a level change to move in for a shot. Again, he had Mauricio up against the cage for a moment, did not get anything from that. Mauricio holds his lead hand kind of low. Nice calf kick from Hufi. Chandler really using up. Hi Dominic, how are you doing? Good to see you. Chandler really using up a lot of energy with all that motion that doesn't necessarily accomplish a lot. Oh, and Hufi nails him with a hard power jab. That knocks Chandler right back for a moment. Chandler right back on his bouncy movement, moving back. But it looks like Hoofy has figured out his distance now. He just threw a double jab and pushed Chandler towards the cage. Hoofy misses with a big right hand. Chandler's still using stutter motions to try to feint Hoofy. Hoofy pushes off the cage with a jab, or moves away from the cage with a jab. Back to center cage. Hoofy with a nice calf kick. Chandler goes with a right to the body but doesn't connect. Hoofy feints with the left hook, comes in with a straight right. Very nice combination. No doubt Michael Chandler's conditioning is great. It has to be for him to do all this constant motion. But again, that constant motion, what is it accomplishing, especially with a skillful striker like Hoofy? Again, Hoofy then, he feinted a right hand, didn't follow, oh, another feinted right hand. I feel like he might be setting up a left hook. Spinning back kick from Hoofy, almost lands. Halfway point of the first round. Oh, very nice Superman punch off the cage for Chandler. Caught Hoofy by surprise. That's one of those one and done type moves though. Alright, saw Chandler, he's trying to feint with the up jab to a single grab. Again, Chandler pushes with the right hand to body, tries to move the single. Oh, nice power jab by Hoofy, just stops Chandler in his tracks. Lead right hand from Hoofy. Oh, nice lead right hand to almost right hand back fist by Hoofy. He's throwing a lot of feinting motions. Oh, nice right hand, another right hand by Hoofy. Caught Chandler against the cage. Chandler's moving laterally with his hands down. I don't like that kind of sidestep that he does. Big no-no if you're a judoka, because you'll get foot swept. Oh, spinning back head kick from Hoofy. Connects somewhat obliquely. Chandler's on the run laterally now. A minute 20 to go. Shoots in for a double. Doesn't quite get it. Does get Hoofy on the ground. Hoofy pounces up. Right uppercut. Drops Chandler. Catches another right. Chandler's running away now, literally. Up against the cage. Right uppercut. Chandler on his bike again, running away. Comes with a jab. Gets nailed with the right hand. Shoots in for a double. Hoofy stuffs it. Is in top position, has Chandler down. They both stand back up. Chandler on the run with a minute to go here. Chandler comes with a hard jab, but Hoofy just counter jabs. Hoofy's gonna have his way with him now. He's got his number. Hoofy just advances with his hands down. Spinning back head kick. Another right hand drops Chandler. Two more right hands, another right uppercut, and the ref weighs it off. Yeah. Just too many holes in Chandler's striking game. He tries to compensate for that by moving around like that, but it's not gonna, well, against such a masterful striker such as Hoofy, that'll work sometimes, but it's not gonna work all the time. All right, and Hoofy, I think, exchanged words there with Hunter Campbell. I'm not sure who he's talking to now. Talking to President Trump, sitting right next to Dana White. All right, so we have Dominic Martinez, Miracle Love, certified Anokoma. There's no prelims Anokomo. This is that was Chandler versus Hoofy. It's just one card. By the way, what did you think of Tyson Fury announcing he's going to do something with Dana White or something? Oh, your stream is behind. Yeah, I'm just streaming on my iPad. It works out okay with the count on that. Well, I mean, I understand Chandler's strategy as a wrestler. He figured he's got great conditioning, so he just wants to capitalize on that. And since he doesn't have the most skilled striking, he just tries to use that constant motion to feign out his opponent and shoot in for his double and then dominate with the wrestling. But the problem is, you got a so close distance and against a super skillful striker, especially one with the height and reach advantage, it's not going to work so well. Is it Snokomo? Says, I can't believe they didn't let Sean Strickland go or fight. Yeah, you saw he got arrested for showing up. Certified says he tries to use chaos in his chin normally to press the fight. Yeah, like I said, that'll work for people who are mediocre, but not somebody who's super skillful like Hoofy. I think Chandler kind of maxed out with that strategy, that game plan, and he just never addressed the holes in his game. Which is what you have to do if you want to get to the top and stay at the top. I don't think this was a setup for Chandler. I feel like they just felt maybe they felt like they had to put Chandler on, but yeah, it's youthful strategy. It's also something, you would figure a seasoned wrestler would do. All right, so Rogan actually has a freaking tie on. Unbelievable. I can't believe Rogan's actually wearing a white shirt with a tie and gray suit slacks. Mo says, I'd like to see Gaethje win.
Amazing. The first thing I wanted to thank you, my God, for my life. Thank you, my family, my wife.
Marcio thanks God, his family, his wife.
Thank you for everything. Dana White, Hunter, congratulations. Spectacular event. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. And I have a message. In John chapter 3, verse 16 say, for God so loved the world that
and now Hoofy's quoting John 3:16. Certified says Justin's gonna go down like Chandler. Moses put $10 on it. Yeah, unfortunately for Gaethje, as much as I don't like Chandler, I don't like Bo as people. I just feel like they're phony baloney. They're just way too calculated. They're always trying to speak in sound bites. I actually like Justin Gaethje, but I feel like, I don't want to say that he's shot, but I feel like he's seen his better days, and that to a certain extent, again, he's a wrestler who's trying to compensate for his striking, or sort of lack of sophisticated striking. Yes, he throws hard punches. Yes, he's durable as heck, but Ilya's just Ilya could probably be a professional boxer at the elite level. That's how good his boxing skills are, and especially his defense. And that's what these guys who cross over from wrestling tend to lack in the defense area.
Mauricio, the world title is on the line in the main event of the evening. You are one of the most exciting contenders in this division. Give us your thoughts on how you fit in here.
Rogan is setting up Mauricio to ask for a title shot, I feel like. Because he mentioned that Ilya and Gaethje are the title.
Estou trabalhando muito nisso, estamos conversando sobre isso e acredito que pode acontecer. Eu quero falar algo muito importante. Eu peço a atenção de todos vocês. Quando eu casei com a minha esposa, Neidine, eu não podia fazer uma festa, nós não tínhamos dinheiro. Mas eu conto também com esse bônus. E aqui oficialmente, o melhor lugar do mundo para me pedir a minha esposa em casamento. Na Casa Branca, Neidine,
would be the champion of this division. I do believe that I am next up for the title shot. We've been talking, we're having some conversations.
All right, so Hoofy says he feels like he does deserve a title shot up next.
What better place to ask my wife to get married? Nadine, I love you. Would you marry me?
All right, so I guess Mauricio just proposed to his wife, who I guess she's his girlfriend. According to Rogan, his girlfriend just gave him the thumbs up. So winner, winner, chicken dinner. He got the win, the KO, and he got his girlfriend to agree to marry him. Looks like he's wearing one of those coconut tie metal cups, which is gotta hurt if you're doing jiu-jitsu with that, dude. All right, certified. You guys can work this out however you want to do it. You're welcome to super chat up there. Super thanks on any video. YouTube keeps its 15% off of whatever goes up here, but it's all cool, man. I'm grateful to have you guys here. All right, we're looking at Alex Pereira getting wrapped up. At least this cut man sort of, oh no, he just switched it. I didn't really like that, how that cut man was wrapping his hands. He was doing it the right way, then he kind of switched. All right, up next we got Josh Hokett and Derek Lewis. Josh is ranked number 5, Derek is ranked number 9. It's interesting that they still have Hokett underneath Waldo Cortez Acosta. Thanks, Certified. I appreciate you. All right, we're watching Derek Lewis warm up. Now, I like Derek Lewis. I have grown to like Josh Hokett after I watched his last fight. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his WWE heel persona, but he just showed me so much heart and skill in that last fight. Like, he's not going away. So for all the smack he talks, Josh can pack a punch, and he's going to keep coming. So this will be an interesting fight. If Derek Lewis is up to snuff and at his best, maybe we see Derek walk away with a W, but I was going with Josh Hokett just based off the momentum, because he had such a crazy awesome win. You know, he can still keep riding that wave. All right, who you guys gonna pick in this next one, Hokett or Lewis? And my dairy-free creamsicle. Going with Lewis, cool. Out of all these fights, I feel this is the most interesting one to call, you know? And Certified's going with Hokett, okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it could go either way, and it sort of depends on which Derek Lewis we get. Wow, Dana White's actually doing an ad for the Dodge Ram. Interesting. Like, he's starring in the ad. That's super interesting. Certified says if he doesn't get caught in wild exchange, he'll embarrass Lewis easy. The thing is, though, Lewis always comes up with some crazy stuff out of nowhere. You know, not always, but he can come up with a crazy move out of nowhere type thing. So, he's got that weird X factor about him. Oh, Certified's predicting that Lewis will quit from ground and pound or body shots. Interesting. I feel like Lewis is capable of, like I said, those sort of one-shot, wonder-type moves. And with all that body mass behind it, you never know if he might be able to get that KO. Interesting that they got, what is it, Michael Lee, Hoist Williams, Kyle something on the canvas. I'm not sure what that's about. Do you guys know who Michael Lee is? Right, who is it? DS Live says, oh yeah, very funny. Guess you're trying to be humorous there, making a food order. That's just mildly racist, but we will hide you. Mo, did John fight in this event? I don't even know if John Jones wants to fight, period. I'm sure he would say that because it's a clippable quote, right? Quotable quote. Certified says, I'm assuming you're referring to Lewis. He is very dangerous, but once he tries, he telegraphs a lot. Yeah, for sure. I think John Jones is preoccupied with other things in life. Oh, that's right. This is Flag Day today. So they're showing us Ronald Reagan's speech.
Sometimes a fight for simple survival. It was 2 years into the War of 1812.
Certified. You wanna block the trolls? Okay, hang on a sec.
All stood between the British and Baltimore, with the guns of Fort McHenry. British bombardment lasted for 25 hours. Through the dark hours of the night, the rockets fired and the bombs exploded. A young American patriot named Key held captive aboard a British.
All right, cool. Thanks for taking that on, Certified.
Some sign that liberty would prevail. You can imagine his joy. The next morning in dawn's early light, he looked up and saw the banner still flying. A little tattered and torn, but still flying proudly above the ramparts. But with the birth of our nation, the cause of human
I'm wondering if this is an AI-generated video about the flag.
As the American Republic grew and prospered and new stars were added to the flag, the ideal of freedom grew and prospered. From the rolling hills of Kentucky to the shores of California, to the Sea of Tranquility beyond the moon. And let us never forget that in honoring our flag, we honor the American men and women who have courageously fought and died for it. These anniversaries remind us that the great American experiment in freedom and democracy.
I guess it is appropriate that it is Flag Day.
Challenge us to match that greatness of spirit in our own time. We are, after all, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Gots to be AI. That's not dull. That's funny.
So happy to share that special piece with all of you watching around the world tonight, and we are now just about ready to go with the heavyweights. Derek Lewis has been playing his
Okay, here we go. What did you guys think of Tyson Fury being walked out as a special guest at this event?
Gangbusters, and now we'll try to prove the extent to which he is the real deal.
Quite an interesting structure that they built for this.
Josh Hogan has talked the talk and walked the walk. Now we will see what he can prove.
Interesting also to me that President Trump actually asked for Derek Lewis to be on this card, and that's pretty much why Josh Hogan is on the card. Yeah, exactly. That's what Tyson said. That something about working with Dana White. So I'm curious. I'm wondering if Tyson's somehow gonna start working with Dana White and Zuffa. he's got a contract with Netflix, so I don't know if that's a, I don't know how they work that out, you know, because Dana, Zuffa Boxing, UFC is all on Paramount Plus, and Tyson has At Home with the Furies, and yeah, he fights on Netflix. But that would be a huge move for both of them. Tyson works for Turkey. Yeah, it's like, this will be interesting. You know, it'll be a big coup for Dana White if he gets that fight. Even if he gets to be co-promoter. Yeah, Turkey works with everybody, right? If you got money, you can do what you want to do. Derek Lewis, funny, he actually looks like he's sort of in shape, right? With some emerging abdominal muscles. So good for him. Well, let's see what he brings tonight. Every major boxing fight, regardless of person, has Riyadh season on the ring. Even this UFC fight. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Let me check. That's funny. This is 2017 Derek Lewis shape.
The most satisfaction I ever did was winning my guy that's top trash. So I wouldn't even go at the White House.
He's a gatekeeper. I'm actually hungry. I'm gonna show her that I need to be taken seriously.
Turkeys everywhere. Saudis are running combat sports. That's funny. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, huge coup for Dana if he can work his way into that promotion of that card. Anything with Tyson Fury. Look at how much Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder's careers have separated, you know? Wilder has gone off, he's just gone exponential in terms of his, if you want to call it brand, his marketing ability. You know, he's got that, like I said, you know, contracts with Netflix. What does Deontay Wilder have? Nothing. Probably a lot of bills. Here we go, Derek Lewis walking out of the White House. It's pretty cool that their walkout is down the steps of the White House. Yeah, let's see what version of Lewis we get. Wow. It's also pretty cool that they got the red gloves and the blue gloves for this. Derek's making his way to the cage. Oh, there's a live band playing. Looks like it's a military rock band.
Tremendous striker, and as a guy that's fought him, his power is next level. And Josh Hogan may be underestimating the challenge that's.
I don't recognize the song, guys. Maybe you do. How many fights are there? There's Derek Lewis. There's Derek Lewis versus Josh Hogan. There's Cyril Gane and Alex Pereira, and then there's the main event, Ilya Topuria and Justin Gaethje. All right, Derek Lewis makes his way into the cage. He's wearing red board shorts with the blue gloves. Oh, it's the U.S. Marine Band playing. Wow, there's quite a bit of production that has to go into this if you're going to get a live band to play fighters' walkout songs. Someone had to arrange that music. The Marine band had to rehearse it. Logistics had to set everything up and check the sound. What song was that, by the way? Okay, here comes Hokit with his sunglasses and a big smile.
Flanked by 9/11 first responder John LaBarbera and Medal of Honor recipient Colonel Paris Davis. Josh Hokit making his way through the green room for his fourth UFC appearance. This one certainly of the unique variety. And Daniel, absolutely amazing the career trajectory for Josh Hokit. He was competing on Dana White's Contender Series around the time.
Okay, you guys, tell me what that song. Oh, okay. Interesting, it's a band, like a military band arrangement of the song, whatever it is. Yeah, you know, honestly, I feel like the star of this card is the actual venue and all the production that went into it, more so than the fights. Josh Hokit, red gloves, Stars and Stripes bandana, sunglasses. Cutman's making him, of course, he's got to take all this stuff off. Josh has so much stuff on he's got to take off. That's one thing I really despise doing, but to each his own. All right, Hokit getting his sip of water. Yeah, I would say, I would agree with you, certified Hokit is the star. I mean, Chandler got, knocked out. Bo Nickel was just, didn't do anything special. But yeah, Hokit brings it. And unfortunately for Gaethje, I don't know that he's going to be able to do much versus Ilya. Right, so Hokit's the minus 120 favorite to win by a KO. I'm 30 seconds ahead of you? Okay. Sorry. Are you streaming on the app, I guess? Or on, well, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but yeah, I'm streaming on the actual Paramount app, so. All right, I'm cutting to commercial. Fully cut to commercial, so. Okay, here we go. Oh, Hokit is 28, Lewis is 41. I didn't realize there was such an age disparity. Lewis does have slight height advantage and definitely like a 30-pound weight advantage, as well as the reach advantage. So we'll see what Hokit is able to do here. Oh, that's crazy. That certified you that you're lagging by 30 to 60 seconds. Okay. So now we got Buffer announcing the fighters. First he's announcing Derek Lewis. So typically you always introduce the B side first, so it's almost as if they're saying, hey, Lewis is the B side here. Oh, that's crazy, yeah. He just finished announcing Derek Lewis. Oh yeah, that is true. Josh Hokit is 9-0, so he's undefeated. Alright, Buffer just introduced Josh Hokit. He's walking all the way up to the center of the cage, reaching across to motion to Derek Lewis. Herb Dean is the referee. I have to say I was a little disappointed in UFC Embedded that they actually spent time on the round card girls. I mean, there's no female fighters, so... Okay, here we go. Both men fighting out of orthodox. Hokit right away, making lots of feinting motions with his hands very low. Tries for a couple of kicks. Derek holds his hands more at shoulder height. Hokit could be in trouble here if Derek times his shots well. Don't like to see a fighter keep their hands that low, like sub-chest level. Hokit with another kick, push kick, a couple of push kicks. Jumping deep, spinning back kick that he lands on his butt. Right back up. I don't know that I'd want to take those. Oh, now I see the Riyadh season logo. Okay, here we go. Yeah, hopefully Hokit doesn't gas himself out. I thought he was going to do that in his last fight, but he didn't, so... Another front kick attempt by Josh Hokit. Ooh, and Derek closes in as if he's going to throw a right hand, but pulls short. Comes Derek with a jab right hand. Derek with a calf kick. Hokit with a nice right hand. And Derek Lewis returns the favor with his own straight right hand. Josh throws a jab right hand but falls a little bit short. Derek Lewis looks very focused. He sweeps Hokit's kick attempt without even looking. Oh, Hokit takes Derek down right away. Goes to the ground and pound. Lewis is posting with one leg. Hokit is still trying to do the ground and pound from above. Derek's got his feet in between himself and Josh. Hokit clears the legs. Starts to work his way to side control. Lewis is not in a good position. Hokit again working for the ground and pound. Lewis still has his legs between himself and Hokit. Hokit trying to land in a few elbows. Does get a nice little strike in there. Derek trying to sit up. Now Josh has him in half guard right by the cage. Nice control by Josh Hokit, considering he's giving away the size here. Lewis looks like he's working his way back up, and then Hokit takes him down again. Very skillful right there. Now Lewis is away from the cage. Still trying to post. Turns, he's on all fours. Hokit. Oh. Lewis rolls back onto his back. Now Hokit is in full mount. Not good for Derek Lewis right here. Hokit trying to drop in some ground and pound. Lewis is giving up his back. Hokit's not even trying to get hooks in right now. He's just flowing with Derek. Derek rolls back onto his back. Hokit's in full mount. Hokit just stays patient here. He's got a minute to go. Hokit stands back up for ground and pound. Lewis goes back to all fours. Hokit has him in. Alright, now Derek's back on his back. Trying to defend with one leg. But Hokit is just throwing slow, single hard shots. Goes straight for the armbar. Looks like it's in. Hokit's just being patient here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe Lewis will try to roll out of this. Hokit's just holding that armbar. He could crank on that arm if he really wanted to lock it in, but it looks like the problem is he already got the extension. He has nowhere else to go. So he's just going to keep that there. It's a good way to finish the round. 2, 1. That's it. So Derek Lewis rode out the armbar. Interesting. Well, that first round definitely went to Josh. All right, we are on commercial break. All right, a lot of talking in Derek Lewis's corner. Too much talking for me. Now another guy's talking at him. Too much. All right. What is deep waters? Anyways. New episodes every Monday. All right, here we go. Back to center cage. Both men again fighting out of orthodox. Derek Lewis with his hands at shoulder height. Derek with a hard single jab. Josh returns the favor. Josh still fighting with his hands down really low, below chest level. Josh comes in with the jab right hand. Another nice jab lands for Josh. Derek tries for a head kick, does not quite connect. Derek trying for a hard right hand. Hokit shoots in with a jab, then switches to a single. Doesn't quite get the shot. Derek tees off on him while his head is in that position. Josh charges in again. Gets away from the grappling. Oh, Derek with a nice jab and then almost a right uppercut. Crowd chanting for Lewis at this point. Very interesting. Nice step and jab for Josh. Hokit connects. It tells you something when the person who's shorter with a shorter reach is able to connect with their jab. Oh, and Josh with the lead right hand jab. They fall into a clinch. Derek seems to be just walking him around at will. But Hokit gets him off. 3 minutes remaining in the second round. Oh, and a big right hand lands for Josh Hokit. Wow. These exchanges might start to open up between these two. That'll be interesting. Oh, big jab right hand lands for Josh Hokit. Another jab right hand. He's got Derek Lewis against the cage. But now he backs up. As if he wants to lure Derek forward. Derek does that. He comes forward with a big jab right hand of his own. It does not connect. Hokit circles over to his right, connects with a jab right hand, connects with right hand. He has Derek backing up towards the cage again. Throws another right hand that does not land flush. Derek going for the plum, tie plum. Hokit gets the inside tie plum. They both exchange. Hokit just touching him with the body shot to uppercut. Then he gets the tie plum. Tries a big overhand right that does not connect. But that second jab right hand connected for Hokit. Just over 2 minutes, another right hand connects for Josh Hokit, and a third jab right hand. I feel like Hokit's now found a home for his jab right hand. Derek Lewis throws his own and does not connect. Another big Hail Mary right hand from Derek Lewis does not connect. Josh Hokit with the jab right hand and another right hand to the tie plum. Derek Lewis against the cage. Hokit very cleverly using his head to maneuver Derek Lewis's head. Hokit. Nice hard right elbow from Hokit. Again, using his head very cleverly. Left elbow, right uppercut from Josh Hokit. Hokit throws a half-hearted knee, then backs up. As Derek steps forward, Josh Hokit lands a short right hand. Lewis is constantly leaning over to his right, and this looks like this could be in. Hokit gets Derek Lewis down, ground and pound, and that's it. Herb Dean waves it off. Good stoppage. Derek kept leaning over to one side. Wow, Hokit got him out of there. Well, props to Josh Hokit. Yeah, not good body language from Derek Lewis. He kept leaning over to his right side, and that's why he kept eating those right hands. At some point, you got to condition yourself to not lean over to the right, to come to your left side, to hopefully avoid that right hand. But if you're always going to turn to your right, once you start getting hit with that right hand, it's just going to keep coming. Of course, we can't begrudge Derek Lewis for giving us a good fight here. Nice, second round KO. Derek is still on the canvas. Hokit makes his way out of the cage. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he wants to go talk to someone, probably Dana White or President Trump. He's got some type of something in his hand. He's shaking hands with President Trump. And Josh Hokit is giving President Trump something. He puts it around President Trump's neck. I don't know what it is. But Trump gives him a little round of applause. Well, in spite of Hokit's technical flaws there was keeping his hands so low. He got the job done. Yeah, Certified, I would agree to you. Certified says, wow, if Hokit had bigger power, he'd be insane. He does not have the elite heavyweight power, and Lewis and Blades took a long beating due to it. Yeah, great observation. Certified says, great fight. First, second round, TK out of ground and pound. Excuse me. Plenty of expletives.
There's only one person more incredible than the incredible Hulk, and that's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Now listen, Alex Pereira, I want to show up on your mama.
All right, Hokit makes fun of Alex Pereira again.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Hokit.
Josh Hokit's just having fun, all smiles, all jokes. Roman Reigns and Triple H, okay. In the audience. So, what do you guys think, Max Holloway versus Connor? You think it's going to happen? Turn on some lights here. Sun's starting to set over here. And do you guys want to see Anthony Joshua fight Tyson Fury? It's kind of like 5 years too late, I feel, but it's still an all-British matchup, so it could be huge. Could be huge, especially in the UK. I think Tyson has enough of a following here in the US. Oh, I forgot, we got Ayman Zahabi and Sugar Sean O'Malley. Ayman is just so flawed. I mean, just look at him in the warm-up room right now. He's just got such a bizarro striking guard. He's trying to use his shoulders sort of, and he's doing all this weird stuff with his hands. Yeah, I guess his plan better be to get Sugar Sean down on the ground, because Sugar could piece him up striking. Well, let's see. Again, I think just like that other guy was a send up for Bo Nickel. I feel like Zahabi's a send up for Sugar Sean, you know. UFC invested a lot in Sugar Sean, promoting him, building his brand. Of course, Sugar has also spent time and energy building his own brand, but I feel like they know he needs a big win, just like Bo Nickel needed a big win, so I feel like they're feeding him Ayman Zahabi. Just like Dawkins got fed to Bo Nickel. So, let's see. Yeah, so this is interesting that Riyadh season has its hand in this promotion as well. Haha. Mo says, I'd like to see Conor fight one more time and get whooped. I wonder if he even does it, you know? It's almost like people who run for election, they don't really even care about the election. They just want to raise a whole bunch of money for the election. And then they get to spend it. But they're not even worried about getting elected. I feel like, in a way, Connor's just using this as a self-promotion. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see if he actually does step in the cage again. I mean, after such a ridiculously long layoff, though, there's got to be another reason to do it, because there's just so much more work to come back like that. It's quite the venue setup at the White House. That's crazy. So they got these huge big screen, massive screen TVs for folks to watch it live. So interesting how they set this up. All right, we're still on commercial break, you guys.
Hey, Meta, read this letter.
Don, I wanted to personally thank you.
Hey, Meta, where's the blue shirt?
That's the one.
I can go out to dinner with my wife and have a normal date night. Hey, Meta, are there burgers on the menu? I'm excited for other veterans to discover them. Hey, Meta, where's the flag?
It's just to the right of you.
Other veterans out there. Their glasses of
So apparently Meta is going to donate glasses to every blind veteran. Well, that's interesting.
On America's 250th birthday, in honor of the men and women who have served and sacrificed,
Dana White making a speech.
we hold dear. We're so excited to announce that on behalf of Meta and CEO Mark Zuckerberg, every blind veteran in America will receive a free pair of these life-changing glasses. You all are as real as it gets. If you know a blind veteran that will benefit from these glasses, visit bva.org/glasses.
All right, so Dana is gave a speech to let people know that every blind veteran can get a pair of Meta glasses. And we have Zuckerberg and the blind veteran in the ad sitting close to cage side. All right, now we're watching a time lapse of them constructing the claw. Very interesting sort of roofed structure. Definitely a one of one. Okay, the band is interesting that they got this Marine band for everything, for all the music. I think it's very cool that they have a live band, to tell you the truth. All right, we got Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Ayman Zahadi. What do you guys think? Sean get the KO? I think this is set up for Sean to get a KO. You know, they found him a fighter who's very flawed in terms of his striking defense. Okay, they're showing highlights of Sugar Sean.
Than any division in the entire UFC. It's a game of hitting and not getting hit. I believe I am the best in the world at that. It's very tough, very durable, but he might be too tough for his own good. Not too sharp, too fast, too focused, more skilled. I'm gonna go out there.
Lots of Sugar Sean highlights here, spinning back kicks. I feel like he's a great representative of his generation. You know, the fluorescent hair, the denial attitude, likes to smoke weed. Well, if he's not in great shape, yeah, he could get worked, and if Iman can get him on the ground, you know, Iman can just lay and pray and win that way, which I think he will be very tactical without taking a lot of risks. So let's see. But honestly, I really can't stand Iman's stand-up game. So let's see if Sean is able to find holes and land some hard shots. It doesn't help that Iman looks like Ariel Helwani. It makes me dislike him just because of that. And quite frankly, I didn't feel like Iman did enough to deserve to be on this card, but again, that's why I feel like he's sort of a setup fight for Sugar Sean. Well, let's see. Oh, they're singing the Canadian national anthem. Okay. All right, and Ayman Zahabi gets to start his walk out to the cage. Wow, that's got to be a little bit nerve-wracking. He's walking out by himself. Okay, Ayman Zahabi makes his way down the steps. Not sure why the guys salute him, but they do. Or maybe they're saluting the people next to him. I don't know. That must be it. They're not saluting the fighter. They gotta be saluting the person that accompanied him. Oh, hey Frank, how's it going? 4-7 KO so far. If Sean gets a KO, they can go 7-7 all KOs. Yeah, I don't think this is a good fight for Zahabi. Doesn't matter if he has GSP in his corner. He just got way too many holes in his striking. Also wondering why his cornerman bothered to get his hair braided. That's kind of weird, but whatever. Right, Ayman's wearing blue shorts and blue gloves and red board shorts. Good to see you, Frank. Guys, don't forget, all betting aside, you can still leave a super chat up here if you like. Really appreciate the support. Every penny helps. We're trying to build the channel, trying to grow. So yeah, I'm actually trying to build this up as a podcast. I'm not sure if you know this yet, but you can find a lot of the videos in podcast format on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Podcast Addict, and maybe even just through those other apps, whatever other apps you use to find podcasts. So in order to do that, it does come with an expense, a monthly expense. So so that's my goal right now, is to generate enough every month from the YouTube channel to support growing the podcast on other platforms as well. So for example, you know the little white microphone I use, I covered that through revenue gain from this channel. I paid for the Paramount Plus through revenue gain from the channel. So my objective is for the channel to pay for itself. Oh, so she's singing if you're out. So now, that's weird. Sugar Sean is just walking out. Well, there's a whole production gone into the live music part. Right, Sugar Sean walks through the White House. He's wearing sneakers instead of slides. Let's see who they Sugar Sean with the red gloves, white board shorts. They didn't show who he's being walked out by, but every fighter is being walked out by somebody in service, not by their corner. And whoever's walking Sean out, he's really hyped up. GSP in the corner, or up 1,000 points. That's funny. Right, again, not a fan of Sugar Sean, not a fan of Tim Welsh, but I have to acknowledge, you know, Sean does have good precision. As long as he's got his focus together, his conditioning is excellent, I think he should win this fight. But if he's in denial or whatever, see, notice how UFC is even putting up his Sugar Show sunglasses, the pink and blue. So they've really invested a lot in Sean O'Malley. I think because they realize he pulls in that certain segment of the population that relate to him. So let's see what these guys bring. Alright, now we cut to commercial, guys. DraftKings. I don't gamble, do you? Alright, here we go. I should not be drinking coffee this late, but starting to drag just a little bit. Alright, so O'Malley has the height and reach advantage by a couple of inches on Ayman. Ayman's 38, Sean is 31. So the stats don't favor Ayman Zahabi. Let's see if he can get a takedown and lie on top. Sean is the minus 480 favorite. Alright, Bruce Buffer's making the announcements. Okay, he's announcing Ayman Zahabi. Zahabi does look a little bit nervous, I would say. Looks a little dry. This kid looks nervous, man. You only gamble on YouTube? That's funny. Alright, here we go. Sean O'Malley's being announced. Forgetting 38? I don't get what you mean by that, but okay. Oh, you're in real time. Okay, good. Alright, here we go. Sean fighting out of southpaw, Zahabi fighting out of righty. Zahabi looks nervous. He just switched. Very awkward on the feet, Zahabi. He's got a long torso and shorter legs, so he's just skittering around on the outside. Sean is just tracking him as he moves around. Sean opens up with a jab straight right to the body. Zahabi's still skittering around on the outside. Tries to come in and throw an inside kick. Zahabi's super skitterish. He looks scared, actually. Sean switching back and forth with his stance. Sean with the lead right hand, left jab. Connects obliquely. What I don't like is Zahabi's crossing his feet now as he moves sideways. Very, very fatal fall. And his brother's supposed to be this highly touted coach, but that makes me wonder if it's just... Sounds like I'm watching all belt buckles. Everything's done right now. Okay, Zahabi just switching back and forth for no reason in terms of stance. I think as soon as Sean gets a read on him, he's going to line up a straight right hand. Really bad. Zahabi's just constantly crossing his feet. As I was going to say, it makes me wonder if, like, his brother just built his name off of George St. Pierre being so good in spite of Zahabi not being the greatest coach. Because you would not allow a fighter to cross your feet the way Zahabi's doing that right now. Just constantly putting either his lead foot in front of his rear foot, or he's putting his rear foot behind his lead foot. Terrible. Yeah, Sean is just tracking him. Oh, Sean throws a lead right to the body. Zahabi comes right back with inside kick. Sean misses with a right hand, but he is starting to land his jab. Zahabi rushes in with the inside kick.
Well, part of the problem with Zahabi's movement is it's not very smooth. At times he's actually even crossing his feet. If O'Malley kicks him when he's crossing his feet,
Who just said this? Dean Thomas says at times he's crossing. He's always crossing his feet every step.
because if he can move laterally better, it'll allow him to move.
But that's a basic day one correction that you make. Anyways, whether it's boxing or jiu-jitsu or judo or wrestling.
But it's effective.
But it's very effective. Nice left hook there by Zahabi. See it?
Oh, they're trying to see all the good things that Zahabi does, but all I can see are the... This is like, for me, watching him do that is like fingernails on a chalkboard type thing. Plus that fake little shell defense thing that he tries to do right there. About a minute and a half to go here. Looks like Sean's closing in. He's just tracking Zahabi out of southpaw stance now. Sean got a minute to go here in the first round.
But it's a very effective weapon, and honestly, it was the weapon that hurt the Rock early in their first fight, late in the fight.
Here we go. Zahabi again, just rushing straight in.
Both fighters have landed 8 strikes unofficially.
So far, Sean's been most effective with that straight right to the body, and he keeps going to the well with that. And he's got to look out for the counter left.
Nice feint jabs by Sean O'Malley.
I think Sean's trying to get him to drop his hands a little bit so he can follow with the right hand on top.
There it is again. He's kind of running at him with that
Yeah,
inside.
he does. Because he knows that when he does that running action, Sean tries to create distance between them.
Again, Zahabi rushes in and Sean starting to time his rushes with that right hand. This time Sean catches him with a jab and the right hand, throws a knee. Yeah, I think this is a Sean O'Malley comeback fight, to be honest, guys. Oh, nice jab and then right hand by Sean O'Malley. 2 seconds remaining in this first round. So Zahabi makes it out of the first.
One round down, potentially 2 to go, back in 30 seconds. Stay close.
Oh, that's a perfect warm-up round.
Okay, whose bag is this? Sir?
So, commercial break.
Come with me, please. What's up with Jerry?
Tim Wells just called that a perfect warm-up round, I think.
Sam's been raised like a winner ever since.
Unfortunately, we can't hear the corner work because we are watching a commercial for, I don't know, a betting app. Yeah, Bet 365. All right, so Zahabi, body language not looking good. Ice bag on the front, on the back. Couldn't hear any advice.
On June 21st, explore what it means to live as a double agent in the Paramount Plus original series, Agency. Twice the lies, twice the risk. Lies between ally and enemy blur like never before. Starring Michael Fassbender, Jeffrey Wright, Jodie Turner-Smith, and Richard Gere. Don't miss the Agency. All episodes streaming.
All right, second round starts right away. Sean just tracking Zahabi. Zahabi rushes forward, tries an inside kick, tries another calf kick.
He's landed 2 more of those inside leg kicks.
Absolutely horrible footwork on the part of Ayman Zahabi.
Inside the knee. Good buckle the knee of Sean, limit his movement.
Sean just tracking Zahabi,
Nice right hand through a moment ago.
focused on his, from here up, it looks like.
Tim Welch, outstanding head coach on the other side. Really liked the feel out around out of his.
Again, Zahabi rushes forward with a calf kick. That seems like that's all he has, is to just charge in and try for inside kick or calf kick. Then he goes back up to his silly little pseudo shell defense. Again, just rushes forward, inside kick. Another inside kick attempt from Zahabi.
And Aiden is taking advantage of it. And again, another one. That's a lot of inside low.
Then that horrible fake shoulder roll thing that he's attempting there.
Jab gets through O'Malley.
All the signs of like a raw beginner. Just not what you want to see on the UFC.
His intention is to land right there.
Sean's unlikely to see how he moves his leg away that time.
Sean with some nice switch up moves there with his footwork.
Switching up the football, 3.5 to go round 2.
Yeah, this is like a confidence builder for Sean O'Malley. He's making good use of his feints and his feint jabs. Just trying to line up his rear punch, whether he's fighting out of righty or lefty. So this is great work for Sean O'Malley. I don't think he feels threatened by Ayman at all. He gets a good chance to practice his distance, maintenance of distance, precision with his strikes, timing.
Because they can recognize the damage.
Nice job by Sean. Nice spinning head kick by Sean O'Malley. Didn't quite connect flush, but that's okay.
Zahabi came in tonight with the highest significant strike defense among active bantamweights, north of 70%.
Nice 1-2 attempt there by Sean O'Malley.
Inside low kick and an outside low kick.
Calf kick from Ayman.
You can see that Sean is not reacting to when he thinks that kick is going to come.
And again, Zahabi punctuating that exchange with a kick.
These kicks are very effective. I mean, they don't look like a lot, but they
The, the desk is really trying to play up Zahabi's kicks. That's about all he has. So this is a sell job, you guys. This is not meant to be a fight. This is meant to be a warm up for Sean O'Malley. Like I said, UFC's invested in so much in Sean O'Malley. They got to keep their investment intact. So they fed him Ayman Zahabi. Oh, this is almost painful to watch, you guys. Sean with a nice 1-2. Maybe Sean's taking his time trying to hone in on it. Another inside kick. Don't know why they touched gloves there. Oh, nice double jab right hand from Sean O'Malley. Zahabi storms back with a 2-1. Oh, Sean drops Zahabi once, twice. Oh, and the ref waves it off immediately. Wow. There you go. It was a sugar show. UFC set that up for him. And O'Malley shakes hand with the entire desk. Hunter Campbell. Walks over to Donald Trump, shakes Donald Trump's hand. Shakes hand with Dana White. Nice finish by Sean O'Malley. I mean, the kicks are all Zahabi had in the end. Hopefully they replay the finish here. So, stupid shell defense, jab penetrates. Wow, he dropped him with a jab, scrambles back up, but eats another right hand, goes down again, rolls over. So actually it was a straight left, not a jab, because he was standing in southpaw stance. So it was a power left. Zahabi went down on his butt, got back up, but then ate a right hand. Well, it's not just certified. It's not just that he was running in so much. It's also that he doesn't have a guard. He's got that stupid wannabe half shell guard, which is not a guard if you don't know how to use it. So, welcome back, Sean O'Malley. All right, so that was performative. But, all right, hang on one sec. I gotta take a little break and grab something else to drink. There you go. All right, so up next we have Cyril Gahn. Oh, they're still announcing, or they're still doing the official. Zahabi's shaking his head. I don't know what he's shaking his head about. Like he shouldn't have been stopped? I don't know.
Congratulations, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the winner, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, that was a setup, guys.
First walk-off salute. How does that feel?
Okay, now we're gonna get a performative speech from Sean O'Malley.
Manifestation is a real thing. I've seen this before. It's wild what your mind can do it if you use it.
You saw the walk-off KO with the salute?
Yeah, that was the plan. I mean, I said it on interviews. I said, I'm going to knock this. I said it. It's out there.
Well, it was absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look at it.
All right, so yeah, more Sean O'Malley, representative of his generation, saying he visualized all this and yada yada. Okay. All right, so Zahabi gets dropped twice. Herzog steps in and waves it off. Zahabi, I guess, thinks he shouldn't have been stopped. I don't know.
You are one of the top contenders in the bantamweight division. You're one of the former champions, and you have a victory over the current champion. Give us your
All right, Rogan is setting him up to say he wants.
Here tonight. I don't know why he didn't show up, but that's what I want next. Whether they do Rob and Peter, I want Peter next.
Well, I think the universe would like to see that fight. I know you would love to see that fight.
Oh, he's saying he wants Peter Yan.
Enjoy this victory. Congratulations on an amazing performance.
Shout out everyone at the park. I fucking love you guys. I felt the energy in here. I truly felt the energy in here. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone. Dana's a fucking gangster.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sugar Sean O'Malley.
All right, well, you know what? Just like GSP made Zahabi look like he's a great coach, Sean O'Malley makes Tim Welsh look like he's an effective coach. I don't really think he is, but it is what it is. We didn't see anything other than striking in that fight. Excuse me. So, you know, if Tim Welsh is such a great coach, he would bring out those other aspects of Sugar Sean. But that has yet to be seen. All right, back to commercial break. Sean O'Malley walking out. Meeting and greeting out. He's saying hi to Zook. Somebody else. Max Crosby. And some other guy. Sorry, don't know who that was. Oh, Connor Ben's there. And Jairo Pataya. And Tyson Fury. And Paris Fury. Yeah, of course, those two would be there because they're on Zuffa Boxing. Tyson Fury, I wonder if he's going to sign something with Zuffa. Right up next, we got Alex and Cyril. So who are you guys picking in that fight? I'm going to root for Alex. I like Alex. I think the precision of his left hook should, hopefully, he's able to line that up. He's just so precise with his strikes. I think he finds a hole in Cyril's defense. Wow, they're really dragging this card out though, guys. We're already up to an hour and a half. All right, excuse me for 1 sec. All right, we're watching these two fighters warm up in the back. Cyril Gane and Alex Pereira. Gane is wearing a very interesting kit, black and white, totally different than everybody else's. I wonder if he's gonna change up, if that's just what he's warming up in. I imagine he might. Okay, now they're showing us footage of the National Museum of Honor, Medal of Honor. Different awards that the military gives out. Dana White meeting and greeting with, I think, veterans. All right, more commercial break.
I'm the special one. I see things before they happen. He's shot of crossbar. Midfield crossing to heaven.
Soccer.
You see him. On the way home, he'll get caught in the rain. And then his girlfriend will leave him. But he keeps the ball.
Oh, it's a Kelshi ad. Never mind. Interesting. Okay. All right, guys, we are on commercial break. They're really dragging this out.
Stage? Hell no. We were born loud. Liberty is loud, baby. Something to say? Say it. Something to prove.
I'm actually surprised Dana White's doing an ad for Dodge Ram.
Welcome to Sleeper MMA Picks. Pick your fighter.
They got Sleeper Bot MMA picks. It's like the old Mike Tyson thing. That's funny.
Winner. Victory. Pick picks on MMA, boxing, or any other sporting event. No user offer. Get $20 entry credit. No deposit necessary.
No disrespect.
Oh boy, another ad. Now it's Connor.
And even if you do lay a glove on me, I'm gonna laugh in your face. It's another world here against me, and it's another world at this weight. I'm gonna come out of this belt unscathed and in all glory.
Oh, it's Connor yelling at Max with.
I'm gonna flip your face over and over again, brother. I already know this, brother. Joe, Mystic Max, brother. Welcome to the Mystic.
And Joe's just stuck in the middle there.
Welcome back. Max is here. Return of the Max, July 11th. Watch it, brother. You're gonna get laid on that pretty face, brother. Clean for me.
Max, I'm gonna box you
You ain't
out
on
of
my
my
hands.
hands.
The last time what happened, Nick, you didn't box it. You ain't boxed it.
Joe, quiet. Joe, we're gonna come out of this fight once again, and I wanna go again.
Couldn't understand a word that Connor said, but oh well.
Joe Rogan, good news. You will cover the entirety of that earlier today on the post show later tonight.
All right, we are at the White House watching the UFC card. A lot of filler right now. We're waiting for the next fight. Cyril Gane versus Alex Pereira. All right, now they're doing a flyover, a B-1B, B-18 launcher? Lancer, sorry, B-18 Lancer. Guess it's an historic bomber jet. It says it flies at 900 miles per hour. Designed during the Cold War, and only 104 were ever produced. All right, guys, thank you for hanging with me. We are watching UFC Freedom 250 at the White House. It's quite the production. I mean, I really feel the star of the show is the actual production. It's pretty unbelievable they were able to even pull this off. And put this together, including this live Marine military band that's doing all the music, doing the walkouts in live, live music for the walkouts. That's impressive. All right, so now we're gonna have some lead up. Oh, here we go. Or is this an ad? I think we got another ad, guys.
Before we enter the arena, we face a moment of truth.
Is this an AI generated thing?
When
What do you
we
guys
ask
think?
ourselves, do I dare take this step?
This looks AI generated to me, guys.
The courage of our convictions.
What do you think?
The answer can change the course of history. Generations of Americans have made the choice to confront fear, to make the buck. To march forward into battle for our country. To march in streets for a noble cause. To take a giant leap of faith.
Oh, that's totally AI, obviously.
To walk the path of the free, we follow in the footsteps of the brave, putting one foot in front of the other until there is no turning back. All fights are not the same. But the
Well, that was a cool little AI generated thing.
with a bold
That is totally AI right there. Because a flag does not hang off of somebody like that.
Tonight's title fights are presented by Crypto.com, the world's leading cryptocurrency platform, celebrating its 10th year.
It was smart. They just focused in on people's feet, so
Morgan afforded the chance to compete
all the UFC does now is AI, it seems.
reality here tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, for something like that, I guess you might as well. For everything else, if they're gonna do background on a fighter, they gotta do real footage. But all right, now we're gonna do highlights of both Alex and Cyril.
essa determinação. Você diria pouco desse legado que eu tô deixando?
Alex Ferreira is one of the most feared strikers to ever fight in kickboxing. His left hook is legendary.
Então isso é grandeza para mim. Realização do meu
I mean, Alex Pereiro's really filled out as a heavyweight. Let's see if he keeps his athleticism at that weight.
Goes up to 205, destroys everybody there.
You can tell by the way the world accepts him. He's become an international superstar. E as confianças que eu tinha antes, as confianças que eu tenho hoje, para mim é muito importante.
I think it's interesting that he shows like he used to do that work in the tire shop.
Conquistar esse cinturão, né, e poder falar aí, campeão de 3 divisões.
Well, what do you guys think? Does he get Cyril gone out of there? I think he's capable of it. Or do you think Cyril gets him down on the ground? I'm not a huge Cyril Gane fan, I don't know. And anybody know what's up with Tom Aspinall? Do you think Cyril keeps his fingers to himself this time? What do you think Gane's chances are of going the distance here? 50-50. What the heck is going on with Tom Aspinall? Has he said anything lately?
Mas pode ter certeza que eu quero sempre ganhar. Com certeza eu quero sair dali com o braço erguido e fazer uma história.
All right, certified. Do you figure this is going to be a stand-up fight? Yeah, I mean, better for Alex if it stays stand-up for sure. All right, did the Marine Choir learn Portuguese to sing this? Oh no, sorry, French. They're bringing out Cyril first. Now he's walking on the ground, coming from a different angle than the other fighters. Oh, okay, so he was outside, now he's cutting through the White House. Alex didn't do great in his first fight at light heavy, but he always steps up right against the best, is what certified take is. I see, okay, so now Cyril changed into the UFC white board shorts with red and blue stripes. Aspinall did an interview today, says he will fight anyone who wants what he's worth. So in other words, he left himself an out. Because he says he'll fight anyone, but he's not going to do it unless he thinks he's getting paid enough. So there's his out. He knows what the UFC pays. He also knows the UFC puts fighters out there. So it's up to you to figure out how to turn that over into an income stream on your own, independent of the UFC. Okay, a Medal of Honor recipient and the Palm Beach Sheriff's Department are walking Cyril Gahn out. Eddie wants what he's worth. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, so Eddie already contentious with Dana White, so I don't know. That could be a problem. It could be, double talk on Tom's part. I mean, that's the easy way for any fighter to get out of doing a fight. They say they want it, but they say the purse isn't high enough. They just price themselves out of the fight. And yeah, so the fight doesn't happen, but they say it's because they weren't going to get paid enough. Right, so Cyril Gahn making his way to the cage. And yeah, I guess the Marine band did learn how to sing in French. Gahn doing his little dance. Okay, so Cyril Gahn taking off his jacket, grooving to the music. Eddie said Tom will never fight for pennies again. Well, how's he gonna, the UFC pays what the UFC pays, Eddie should help Tom make money outside the UFC promotion. But that's, that's a whole nother story. I just hope Gahn doesn't show up with his fingers doing an eye poke again. It's funny how they come up with these stats. Fourth highest significant strike differential. Fourth highest significant strike accuracy. Yeah, they got all these punch stats, but anyways. All right, Cyril is in the cage. He's moving around. Too bad Zahabi doesn't know how to move around like that. He surely will be extending his fingers, yeah. Let's hope this doesn't turn into another Tom Aspinall situation. That would suck. If Tom is saying Eddie said that, then to me Tom's hiding. But yeah, I'll have to review that interview. All right, I think up next is Alex. It's interesting that they have Cyril coming in first. Usually the B side enters first, so I don't know that you make somebody the A side if they're making their debut at this weight, but it is what it is. The UFC has put Pereira as the A side. Let's see how he does his walkout. Now he's walking out from inside. Oh no, he is actually technically outside. From Sao Paulo, Brazil, the only place in South America I've ever visited is Sao Paulo. Here comes Alex, looking serious as heck. He's wearing the red gloves, blue shorts, navy blue shorts, that is. I'm wondering how much choice the UFC gave fighters for their fight kit. Okay, a Medal of Honor recipient is walking out. Alex and a member of the service. Alex making his way. It's quite the walk. Okay, here he comes with his standard walkout. Out onto the balcony. Here he goes with his bow and arrow. The claw lit up with sort of green and gold, Brazilian colors. Here comes Pereira, he makes his way down the steps. It's not clear to me why sometimes they're saluting and sometimes they're not saluting, but anyways, here comes Pereira. Abraham? Yeah, okay, well, we'll keep you posted. Pereira's made his way to the cage, shakes his hands with the two gentlemen who walked him out, a Medal of Honor recipient and member of the service. Here we go. Pereira's up to the cut man. Hernandez starts to take off his stuff, his shoes, his shirt. Pereira takes a drink of water, puts his mouthpiece in, daps up his corner, hugs up his corner, second corner man, Teixeira, third guy, I think that's his dad, my bad, teammate, steps up to the cut man who never puts grease on the mouth. Let's see what he does. He's doing the eyebrows. Cheek up to the temple. That's it. That sucks. No nose, no mouth, no chin. All right. The guy with the crazy beard checks out Pereira. Pereira gets in the ring, gets in the cage rat. All right, Pereira in the cage. Cyril gone. Right across from him. Excuse me for one second. Cyril bouncing around. Both feet. It's a lot of bouncing he's going to have to do as the whole Bruce Buffer goes through his whole routine. It's a huge crowd out there outside watching us live on the big screen. This is for the interim UFC heavyweight belt, for what it's worth. Pereira is 38, Gon is 36, same height, pretty much the same weight. Gon with a 2-inch reach advantage, but at that size, that's negligible. All right, Bruce Buffer about to make the announcements. First, he's announcing Cyril gone. Alex not moving at all, just got that fixed stare. Herb Dean is a referee. All right, Bruce. Cyril's fighting out of the blue corner. Hails from Paris, France. He's 13-2, won no contest. His fight with Aspinall. He weighed in at 248. Cyril Gane's wearing blue gloves, white trunks with the red and blue stripes. Not sure what it says on his mouthpiece, but he just flashed it at the camera. All right, now Bruce Buffer's announcing Alex Pereira. Pereira is wearing royal blue tight red gloves. Now Alex is bouncing around. Bruce Buffer screaming Alex Pereira's name. Alex raising one hand. All right, now the fighters walk to the center of the cage. Herb Dean Yeah, they're really pretty much the same height. Pereira's quite filled out, but Gan does look thicker. Here we go. Gan fighting out of lefties, Pereira out of righty. Both men light on their feet to start. Pereira opens up with a right head kick. Gan bouncing like that karate thing and circling with his lead hand. Parrying the jab. And shot in for a jab to the body. Oh, another big head kick from Pereira. Pereira with a nice upright torso. Gan constantly bouncing. And Gan really using a lot of circular motion with that lead jab hand of his. Pereira's constantly parrying that. Pereira's taking small steps, mostly moving to his right. Notice how he doesn't cross his legs like Zahabi? Pereira throws a single hard jab. Comes in with a low calf kick, another low calf kick. I think this circular motion that Gan does could become a problem for him. Pereira does another head kick, but Gan pulls away from it nicely. Gan with the inside kick and the jab that doesn't land. I like how Alex has his hands up in a nice guard position, right at shoulder height. Gan is fighting with his hands lower, sort of more of a karate style stance. Gan penetrates with a single jab. Gan with the inside kick. I really feel like Pereira's just measuring Gan. Gan shoots in for a single, doesn't get it. Gan with another jab. Gan falls short with his right hand. Alex right on top of Gan. Those little calf kick. Notice how Alex is maintaining the distance. Uses those little shuffle steps to set himself where he wants. Nice roll under by Ciryl Gan. Oh, big right hand lands for Ciryl and then a jab and a right hand. Alex now knows what a heavyweight shot feels like. Another jab for Ciryl. Alex can't afford to take too many chances like this at this weight. Inside kick for Ciryl. Now Ciryl circles away to his right. Alex stays right on top. Another overhand right for Ciryl. Under a minute and a half to go here. Alex still with that nice upright torso. Maintains distance. Parries. Catches that left hand obliquely. Calf kick from Alex. A lot of little touches for Pereira. Under a minute to go. Ciryl weaves under one of Alex's head kicks. That was super skillful. Oh, hard left hand right hook from Ciryl. Ciryl shoots, feints like he's going to shoot in for a single, but abandons it. 30 seconds to go here. Cyril with a spinning move that he doesn't follow up with a strike. Head kick from Alex. Inside kick from Alex. Head kick from Cyril. Head kick misses for Alex. 10 seconds. Jab lands for Cyril. And just right at the bell, a right hand, short right hand lands for Alex. Wonder what's going through Alex's mind right now, because he did get caught with a couple hard shots there. Not sure why they didn't get that stool out there faster for... Oh, well, Pereira's not going to sit down, maybe? Would love to hear what Glover's saying to him as well, but we're at commercial break. Cutman is applying the end swell, not effectively. Because in order to do that, you got to grab the back of the fighter's head. That's not going to bring the swelling down, what this Cutman is doing. All right, and that's it. He ran out of time. That swelling is going to come up underneath Alex's left eye. Which would suck if the fight gets stopped, because his eye gets swollen. Not a mark on Gon's face. Okay, they come to center cage, touch gloves. Gon fighting out of southpaw. Pereira maintaining that orthodox stance. Cyril's still doing that bouncy karate type thing. But right now he's holding his left hand a little bit higher, so maybe that's an adjustment his corner made. Asking him to keep his hands a little higher. Gon circling around to his right. A nice weave under jab, right hand. Gon shoots in for a double, doesn't get it. Oh my goodness, and Gon drops Poatan with a, I don't know, was that a right hand? Poatan scrambling. He's on all fours. Gon is just dropping in elbows. Will Alex somehow makes it to his feet. What a warrior. But now Gon is just opening up. Poatan oh wow, he's countering. Countered with a right hand and a left hook. He is hurt though. Big hard right hook, right elbow rather from Gon. Gon is just nailing Alex right now. Right uppercut. Right hand, left hook, and that's it. Herb Dean waves it off. Wow, man. Okay, well, as they say, there are weight divisions for a reason. I don't think Alex knows where he is at the moment. I think he knew he was in for a rough night after the first few punches landed. Congrats to Cyril Gon. Don't know why he's lying on the cage, lying down in the middle of the cage like that, but it's not a good look for a fighter to do that, but yeah, Pereira ate a bunch of punches there. Pereira ate some punishment there. He got dropped with a jab. Hard jab. Ground and pound. Somehow made it back up to his feet. Ate another right hand. Left hand. Right hook. Left hook, and that was it. As they say, there are weight divisions for a reason, and that's the problem. If you look at Gon's upper body, you can see he's lived in that weight division for a while. Now, props to Pereira, because he kept chasing after like he wanted to keep fighting, but yeah, wow. Congrats to Cyril Gahn. I thought Pereira's precision would catch it, but it turned out, I was wrong. Gahn's defense was better than I thought it was. All right, excuse me for 1 sec. Well, that's what happens when you chase greatness. You got to take chances. I know Pereira put on the weight, but I don't know that, he didn't get to live in that heavyweight body. I have to say, it doesn't really take anything away from Pereira. Yeah, heavyweight power too much for Alex. One thing about Alex is he's been hurt in every weight class. Yeah, I think the weight differential.
The counters were on point. It looked like you really found your rhythm in that second round and connected beautifully.
Yeah, we were connected. We did a really great job with my team during the camp. I'm really proud of myself. Really proud of my team. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Cyril says he's proud of himself and his team, deservedly so.
Thank you, the people behind me. And we knew that it was possible to do. We knew that.
Cyril, take a look at the big screen because it was a beautiful jab that started the trouble.
Yeah, it's crazy that he dropped him with the jab.
Coming in just with perfect timing here, and that's what rocked him.
Right jab, drop, Pereira right on the ground. Then he follows up with his straight left, a right hook, which was what really got Pereira in trouble.
My mental is very tough also, brother.
Well, you are absolutely one of the elites in the heavyweight division. Now you're once again the interim heavyweight champion. What are your thoughts now? You had the title.
Tom versus Gahn. Yeah, I think Tom's going to price himself out.
What are your thoughts about that?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Dana. Thank you, UFC. Thank you, Shama and his team. Thank you, guys. And next, everybody know already. Let's do that in Paris in September.
Well, sir, congratulations. Enjoy this. It was a spectacular performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the interim heavyweight champion, Cyril Gahn.
Well, big congrats to Gahn.
Alex, you took a tremendous chance vacating the light heavyweight title to try
All
to
right,
win the heavyweight
Rogan
title. What are your
acknowledges
thoughts
that
tonight?
Alex took a big chance.
risco gigante, pagou o cinturão meio pesado para tentar isso hoje. Como é que você está se sentindo?
Bom, esse é o risco, né? Se eu não tivesse arriscado todas as vezes que eu lutei, eu não seria quem eu sou hoje.
This was the risk, you know. If I hadn't taken a risk every time I fought, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Do you think you'll continue to campaign as a heavyweight or you go back to light heavyweight now?
Você acha que vai continuar no peso pesado ou vai voltar?
Rogan asks him the obvious, is he going to stay heavyweight?
Vai acontecer, então tem que decidir as coisas bem, da mesma forma que eu fiz quando eu perdi no peso médio para subir. A gente teve uma decisão junto com a minha equipe, com as minhas pessoas, e agora a gente vai fazer da mesma forma.
I don't know. We're going to sit down and look at it the same way when I lost middleweight. We sat down with our team, talked about it, and figured out that's exactly what we're going to do.
Thank you for everything, sir. Ladies and gentlemen,
Pereira says he's not sure if he's going to, what he's going to do regarding the weight division. He'll sit down with his team and talk about it, which makes sense. But in all honesty, he'd have to invest at least 6 months to maybe a year working out as a true heavyweight. Oh, thank you so much, Pac-Man. Really appreciate it. Okay, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. That's so kind of you. Every penny helps, you guys. All right, sorry you got to leave this before the main event. Before you go, who you got in the main event, certified? Ilya or Justin? Thank you, guys. Every penny helps. Really appreciate it. All right, who do you guys have in the main event, Ilya or Justin? crowd really acknowledges Cyril Gahn, deservedly so. I guess that's his family right there. Maybe family. Oh, okay, certified. You got Ilya? All right, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I got Ilya as well. Oh, the 2 hockey gold medalists. Sorry, don't know you guys, but yeah, okay. All right, so Topuria is the minus 225 favorite to win by KO, TKO, or decision, or DQ rather. That's according to Bet365, I think. All right, now we're watching footage of Ilya warming up. I really feel he's a superior striker. Keeps his hands in a very disciplined position. All right, now we're watching Geiji warm up with his flag. You guys know you're not supposed to use a flag as anything other than a flag. So when you drape yourself with a flag like it's a piece of clothing, I don't know. All right, more background footage.
It's spelled out for us in the closing line of the Declaration of Independence. We mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. In other words, we're all in this together. We, the people, are all part of the great American experiment in freedom and self-determination. Our nation is a melting pot. Not because each person disappears into sameness, but because every one of us, in our own way, has something of value to add. In a land of opportunity, we are all free to pursue our own version of the American dream. To believe in this country is to believe in our people.
Oh wow, Justin was using a really crappy version of that reflex bag. I have to say that it's almost pointless to use one of those because they're so slow when they go like that. It's like defeats the whole purpose.
Injecting power, denying passage to adversaries, and
Okay, paid for by the Department of War. I don't get what this is.
winning.
We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars we end. And perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. It's called peace through strength.
All right, so I guess this is an ad for the military. Peace through strength.
Power and might. We will lead the world to peace. Our friends will respect us. Our enemies will fear us. And the whole world will admire the unrivaled greatness of
This is almost a political campaign ad. It's a little, I'm not quite sure.
the United States of America. We will hunt you down. We will find you.
I don't really want to see all the stuff blowing up. Context. Oh, I guess this is basically a tribute to the U.S. Armed Forces. Join the fight. War.gov. Yeah, okay, I guess it's a... Right, exactly, Mo.
John and Joe Rogan, Daniel Cormier on hand. There is President Donald Trump, who has witnessed a whole bunch of finishes and no decisions here tonight as festive at UFC live event as any of us have ever witnessed in person. And I trust
wow, so I'm sorry to see Alex get stopped like that.
We never take our viewership for granted, and we are so thrilled have you with us here tonight. It is UFC Freedom 250. Topuria versus Gaethje. Main event coming up.
All right, what do you guys think? Does Ilya get the KO, or is this going to go to decision? All right. Now we're looking at footage of the Abraham Memorial.
So first of all, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. We must be ready to dare all.
Now they're doing quotes from different presidents.
Do not long entrust the care of freedom to the weak or the timid.
Our debt to the heroic men and valiant women in the service of our country can never be repaid. America will never forget their sacrifice.
I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Probably the most famous quote, right? Ronald Reagan, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. And then JFK, ask not. Hi Jim, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We're getting ready for the main event.
There is nothing wrong with America that cannot be cured by what is right with America.
We're not Democrats first. We're not Republicans first. We are Americans first.
Do not allow anyone to tell you that it cannot be done. No challenge can match the heart and fight and spirit of America.
Well, I don't know if it's the weight that took its toll on his cardio, or it's just that he put on weight, but he didn't really live in that body and train and fight in that body. I'm not sure what his strength and conditioning coach or strength coach plan was, you know, who's managing his body composition, all of that. But it's not just, oh, okay, gain some weight, now you're heavyweight. All right, now you go fight a heavyweight. You know, there should have been a whole plan that involved, you know, the nutrition, the weight training, carrying that over into his MMA technical training as well. So, you know, I don't have any insight into that. I'm guessing they probably were just like, oh, go gain some weight, without really managing exactly how he did that and how they adjusted his technical work to dovetail with that. But and I don't even remember the timeline. Like, when did he decide he was going to move up? You know, how long? Because that's, you know, look at what John Jones did. I mean, yes, we didn't get to see him for a while, but he did it the right way in that he took his time to put on the size. And you saw what he did to Cyril.
We're too great a nation to limit ourselves to small dreams. We have every right to dream heroic dreams. 3, 2, 1.
Get it back to the wall.
Oh, okay, so now they're matching footage of rockets taking off and Justin Gaethje. Yeah, Gaethje is powerful, and he can be explosive, but he's also flawed. So let's see if Ilya can take advantage of that.
Everything to me, it would be Lesnar.
There are paths in your life that you choose it, and there are paths that choose you. Since the first day I stepped into the gym, I felt something special. I was destined to become a UFC world champion.
Nobody ascended to the top of the sport as one of the absolute best quicker than this young man. He's already reaching legendary.
That's interesting that that Ilya says he's destined to become UFC champion. I mean, I know it makes a great soundbite, but it's not up to you what your destiny is it? Or is it, you know? if you want to call it destiny.
I represent the new generation of the mixed martial arts. This is the next level of the game.
He thinks he's unbeatable. These are things that I have learned are detrimental in life. So I'm here to teach him that lesson.
I don't know. The thing is,
It sounds cocky.
the way
It is a little bit cocky.
Gagey presents himself, I'm not full of confidence for him.
En la Casa Blanca, Justin caerá y tengo una rosa preparada para él.
This will be my last chance to accomplish undisputed gold in the UFC.
I will be throwing missiles on the White House lawn on June 14th from the start.
I love this country. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be. At UFC Freedom 250 on the White House lawn. I'm going to make my country proud.
Now, Justin does have the height advantage and the size advantage, it looks like, but. Okay, so we're looking at an eagle.
There ain't no grave, hold my body down. There ain't no grave,
All right, what song is this, you guys?
hold my body down.
There ain't no grave to hold my body down.
Hear that trumpet sound, rise right out of the ground. There ain't no grave, hold my body down.
All right, so that's Justin's walkout song.
Look way down the river, what do you think I see? I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. There ain't no grave, hold my
It's a little ominous saying no grave to hold my body down as your walkout song. Justin's in the Oval Office. This is interesting how their walkout. Justin making his way through the White House. Down the portico that goes around the, I guess, inner courtyard.
Well, you can argue.
Right now, Justin's cutting through.
To make a walk to the octagon from the
Now he's joined by the two servicemen who will walk him out. A Medal of Honor recipient, Dakota Meyer, and FDNY Lieutenant.
everything in this sport with the exception of the ultimate prize, and if he can somehow solve this Ilya Topuria puzzle tonight, there will be nothing left to accomplish for Justin Gaethje.
He is one of the most unusual fighters to ever fight this sport. It's one of
You guys notice that there's no females, even
it feels no emotion.
members of service.
People say that and you don't believe it.
Interesting.
When Justin Gaethje says it, I believe it. There's something
Frank is
about
saying Ilya by KO to finish the card. All KOs. Interesting.
calmness in which he throws himself into the fire. It's so different than everybody else. And he has had such a reckless abandon in the way he approaches high-level combat sports. It's just so unusual. The calmness is so unusual. And
Big shout out to the Marine band for being able to do all this music live
to do damage
and to
on the
adapt.
ropes, regardless of what happens to him. He said earlier in his career when he first started
I'm assuming these are songs that the fighters requested. Someone had to write the arrangement. They had to rehearse it. And there's, you know, the logistics of getting the sound and the timing just right.
he tempered that violence with intelligence and with a measured aggression.
Justin salutes the crowd from
And that is what I think he
the White House balcony.
Ilya Topuria. He is the bigger man. He has had tremendous experience against the highest level fighters in the game. And this is the pinnacle moment of his storied career. And if he wins tonight, he is a legend. You know,
He's your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. And if we all picked up and started saying it.
The thing is, though, they keep saying if Justin does this, if Justin does that, but you know, I'm not super confident for Justin, but he could prove me wrong. Justin's making his way to the cage now. Shakes hands with the serviceman that walked him out. Very nice fight kit, track jacket, shirts. Right, Justin Gagey. Acknowledge all his corner. Cutman's putting grease on his eyebrows, bridge of his nose, cheeks. I don't like the inconsistency of how these cutmen do this, but that's just me. Doesn't put anything on his mouth or his chin. Beltran checks out. Justin's gloves, mouthpiece, cup. Tells him to get in the cage. Justin turns around to acknowledge the crowd as he steps into the cage. Fireworks. Wow. Cool. Pyrotechnics off the top of that claw thing. Justin shadowboxing a little bit in the cage. Out of orthodox stance. Someone says someone just put 150K on Justin Gagey. Huh. Huge payout. All right, the lights go down. We're going to bring out Ilya. Let's see what he comes out to. I'll turn up the sound for that. The lights go red and yellow. There's a bull charging with red smoke. That's what they're showing on the big screen. And a red rose and a gold crown with falling roses. Do I have a preferred walkout song? No, I don't. Yeah. Jim says Hoka did well, but Lewis is pretty battle worn and higher in age. Yeah, for sure. Derek took some punishment there, so that wasn't good. Impressive. This Marine has to play a solo on acoustic guitar. And Leah's Spanish walkout song. He's kind of half jogging, half skipping a little bit. He is wearing the red gloves. Billy is sort of just walking pretty loose. I wonder if he can hear the music. Ilya turns the corner after he walks down the presidential wall. Meets up with his corner. They walk out. Meets his two servicemen. Sergeant Major Thomas Pat Payne, Medal of Honor recipient, and Detective Paul Giacomo from NYPD. Very interesting. Not sure what this United States Marine Corps, U.S. Marine Band. Okay. I'm really impressed with the music. Not an easy thing to do, to play, you know, for live accompanying music like that. Especially with the wide range of genres that each fighter requested. Ilya pauses on the balcony to acknowledge the crowd. Looks like he has 20 million people in his corner. Ilya just skips down the steps, makes the walk. He looks activated. Ilya daps up the crowd. Not sure, did they give the main event a different fight kit than everybody else? Right, Ilya walking towards the cut man. Okay, so Ilya takes off his jacket, takes off his shoes, socks, shirt. I always find the shorts, or pants rather, I always find this a little tedious. Shirt. He's got the tight shorts, navy blue with red stripes. Red and white stripes, rather. Yeah, Ilya is. All right, Cutman puts grease on his eyebrows, cheeks. Beltran checks him out for whatever they check for. Mouthpiece Cup. This is a title fight. Yeah, this is the main event. This is the last fight. All right, Ilya enters the cage. Here we go, you guys. What do you think? Ilya or Justin? Guys, remember, if you're in a generous mood, feel free to leave a super chat. Every penny helps. That was certified. That left us $5 before he had to split. Okay, Ilya Topuria is in the cage. be honest, I like that color combination that he's wearing, the sort of royal blue or navy blue with red and white. It's not quite navy blue. I guess it's somewhere in between royal and navy. All right, so Ilya is 29. Justin is 37. Justin has a 4-inch height advantage. They weighed in exactly the same, 155, because it's a title fight. And their reach is essentially the same. So the big difference is Justin's height and his age. All right, so Mo was saying Justin will get a second round KO. All right, Bruce Buffer making the announcements. I really feel like the superstar of this whole fight card is the actual production itself. More so, almost, than any of the fights. I mean, I would say Josh Hokett's KO of Derek Lewis was impressive. So was Suagan's KO of Alex Pereira. Let's see how this main event plays out for us. Yeah, I can't believe they're giving Justin a shot at the title. Well, you know, given the event was kind of, I think he is the interim, so they had to give it to him, you know? It might be his retirement fight, absolutely. Yeah, I think Ilya is going to get a finish just because of his precision. I don't count out Justin, though. All right, Bruce Buffer's going to draw this out. There are fireworks going off. I think those are actual fireworks. I don't think they're AI. I don't know. All right, so Bruce Buffer is announcing Justin Gaethje. I mean, because Justin is such a name brand, right, and because of who he is, I feel like that's why he got this shot. Same thing with Bo Nichols, same thing with Michael Chandler, these all-American guys, you know, they're going to put him on this card, so the champ is the champ, whether they're American or not, so, of course, they're on the card. All right, now Bruce Buffer is announcing Ilya Topuria. Who I guess is representing Georgia. I don't know. It doesn't really matter because this is professional. It's not amateur, so you're not really representing a country, but yeah, I understand you're not saying he doesn't deserve it, but it is a hard ask in a way. I mean, he did work himself into that position, but, you know, we got to let it play out. So let's see. Okay, so it's Mark Goddard is the ref. Here we go. Let's see if this goes to a KO. If Ilya's striking is precise, I think he can get Justin out of there. If Justin just wings some bombs, he could get lucky. Or not lucky, but he could land a bomb. And let's see. Okay, both men fighting out of orthodox right away. Justin with a hard jab. That's smart on his part to try to set the tone early. But look at Justin with the upright torso and the chin up. All right, Justin being the more mobile one, tries for inside kick. Ilya's using a really nice tight defense there. Counter calf kick from Ilya. Nice little slip motion. Justin comes in, tries for a single, doesn't get it. All right, Jamesy. I guess if you think women shouldn't watch UFC, I guess you're also probably implying I shouldn't train in combat sport, but it's too late. Straight punch from Ilya. Really nice guard from Ilya, and really nice level changes and punches. Great counter punch there. Little right hand, left hook, 4-punch counter. Justin's trying to use that jittery motion of his. Good use of the jab by Justin. But see, Ilya's reading how to counter. Got that right hand over. Oh, nice right uppercut from Justin Gaethje. Very focused in Ilya. Nice head kick from Justin. And again, Ilya comes to counter the jab with the 1-2. Justin tries to shoot in for a takedown, does not get it. And again, Justin with a short right uppercut. Justin again tries for a single but does not connect. Nice long jab by Justin Gaethje. And there's some blood opening on top of Ilya. He lands a 1-2 and another right hand. Justin with a nice hard long jab. Again, another effective jab from Justin. He's opened up a cut or something over Ilya's right eye. Ilya with a calf kick. Both men exchange simultaneous jabs. The differential here is the speed on Ilya's 1-2. So smooth. Okay, Justin with a very nice right uppercut. Hard lead right hand from Ilya. And notice Ilya's footwork. Just so sophisticated. Right there, Justin catches him though. So jab. Ilya doing some nice feinting to level change, but again, if Justin's able to catch him, as Ilya comes in, I can see Justin doing some serious damage, maybe even getting a KO, TKO. All right, Justin taking small steps to circle around to his left. Then he throws a big right hand. Ilya is keeping a very disciplined, tight guard as he tries to take small steps to sneak up on Justin, but Justin with the right uppercut, right hand combination. Oh, and Justin lands a very hard 1-2 there. Just as Ilya's moving away. Head kick for Justin. Justin circles to his right. Nice right hand from Ilya. Follows up with a left hook. He had Justin hurt. Justin moves in for a single, does not get it. Gets caught on the inside by Ilya. Oh, nice right uppercut from Ilya. Ilya goes for a body shot but doesn't quite connect there. Good slip from Ilya. Comes right back. It's the counter shots here that's really... Oh, and it's a firefight right at the edge of the cage here. Justin throws a big right hand to try to go to the single. Does not get that takedown. Half a minute left here. Fireworks. Big right hand from Ilya. Justin with the head kick. Justin stumbling a little bit. Ilya with a left, right, and another left. Justin swinging for the fences now. Men get caught up in grappling range. Justin throws a head kick, does not connect at all. Justin feints a takedown. Ilya's got him caught against the cage. Justin looks wobbly on his feet, but that's the round. Serious damage to Ilya's right eye. Hopefully his man is somewhat competent. Don't trust any of these guys. That's not how you bring swelling down. That's the wrong type of end swell to use.
The jab lowers a lot. Then he landed a boatload in that first round. Another little
Alright, so freaking Daniel Cormier is talking over Ilya's corner. That's something that I really like to hear. I really don't find Daniel Cormier too insightful in any of this, but alright, so far, Ilya's showing more damage than Justin. Would have been nice to hear the corner work there. Fun fight so far. Yeah, that's not. There's a mouse developing under Ilya's right eye. So if his nose starts bleeding, he better not blow his nose.
Gates, you started to stand a little bit in front of Taporia too much. Ilya's so explosive.
Oh, nice right hand from Justin. Okay, Ilya's still staying behind that disciplined guard. I really like that. I like how he uses his shoulder movement. Nice calf kick from Ilya. Justin's starting to hold his hands a little bit wider apart right now. A little bit flat on his feet. Ilya with the level change, jab to the body, overhand right. Ilya misses. Justin comes back with a couple sharp counter punches. Ilya feinting the level changes and step in, step out. Nice double jab attempt. Left hook from Ilya. Catches Justin. Ilya with a jab to the body. Right hand to the body by Ilya. Nice. His striking is just so much more sophisticated in its upper body movement as well. Justin with a hard jab, but that doesn't quite connect. Justin tries to go for a punch to a leg tap. Justin's not putting his punches together right now. Throwing hard single shots. That's the problem. Because it gives Ilya something to counter. Ilya with a hard jab. Ilya with a hard 1-2. Does not quite connect flush. But he's got Justin moving. Justin feints a flying knee and then comes in with a 1-2. Justin covering up now and bending over as Ilya starts to land. Right hand from Ilya to Taporia. Justin's backed up towards the cage, getting really sloppy. His hands are starting to drop. Ilya with a couple of body shots, hard left body shots, another hard left body shot. Ilya eats one to throw one. Justin comes back with a hard right uppercut. Justin with his own left body shot. Ilya with a nice right uppercut, another right uppercut, another right uppercut. Left body shot, right body shot, 2, 3. Right uppercut. Now Ilya has Justin against the cage. Body shots, Justin's just shelled up. If he doesn't, he does fire back. Right uppercut. Shelled up though, Justin Gaethje, and he gets almost, now he's dropped down on the ground on his back. Will Ilya get the finish here? Ilya's in half guard, passes to mount. Hand in the face. Oh, great scramble by Justin, but he gives up his back. Back to mount. Ilya transitions to armbar, does not quite get it, so he's going to stay in full mount and ground and pound. Justin trying to cover up. High mount from Ilya. Looks like he's going to try for triangle from above. Or take the arm. Looks like he doesn't quite have position. Oh, he gets the turnover. Justin's defending. Nice scramble by Justin. Great defense on the ground by Justin, but he's still not. It's not like he's winning the fight. He allows Ilya to pass the full mount. Justin using his feet against the cage. Ilya's in sort of a side control slash mount. Now he switches full side control. Has one arm. Nice work by Ilya and Justin on the ground. Ilya goes back to side control. Ten-second warning. They could just ride this out. Risk reward, 4 seconds left. No point in going for a sub right here. And that's it for round 2. Alright, so we're definitely, Justin's definitely 2 rounds in the hole. Let's see if they actually let us hear what the corner says.
Good, slowly bring it back.
Trevor says, slowly bring it back.
Go ahead, good body shot. That was a good body shot. Hey, start pressing him. Start pressing him. No more backwards. He's pushing you back to the fence. Press him and time him.
Trevor tells him to press.
You open your left foot. You got me? And start bringing the low kick now. He's forgot about it. You have to dig into him, though. Okay? No more falling back. You got me? Deep breath.
Trevor basically tells Justin not to move back. I think that's great corner work. You got to give very simple instructions. Can't tell a fighter 10 things. Tell him 1 or 2 things.
Stay focused. This is what we change.
Trevor's instructions are clear. Don't move back because he's pressing you, and leg kick because he's forgotten about it. Brilliant. Let's see how this plays out. Ilya's face definitely looking worse for the wear, but Ilya most definitely up 2-0, I think. Right, the men touch up in the center cage, back right at it. Right away they fall into grappling range. Justin has his left hand on Ilya's head, trying for some uppercuts. Ilya just pushes him off. Ilya's going to try to stick to the boxing here, which is what he does best. Justin with a nice jab. Ilya being a little more cautious here at the opening of the 3rd round. Justin comes with a calf kick, but Ilya throws a simultaneous right hand counter. Justin throws some tentative jabs, level changes, and then comes over the top of the right hand. Justin with a nice hard single jab. Justin slowly circling to his left, away from Ilya's power hand. All right, Justin with a nice hard jab, another one. Thing is, Justin's throwing all single punches, and he keeps his chin up and his torso straight. So, Ilya with a decent right hand. Justin lands a nice jab. Much slower pace here to this 3rd round. Justin with a good hard jab to Ilya. Oh, and a 1-2, and he stuns Ilya. Ilya's down on all 4s on the ground. Justin has head and arm, I think. Oh, is he going for a choke? I can't really see what's... Yeah. Oh, no, Ilya still on all 4s. Not good position for Ilya. I think that really hurt him. Justin has head and arm. Ilya's fighting the hands. They stand back up. Ilya knows he's in a fight now. Halfway through this 3rd round of 5. Left side of Ilya's eye is really just blood. That cut might be, and the blood might be hampering Ilya's vision, which means he's not going to see Justin's jab hand. Justin with a front snap kick. Oh, Gaethje has fantastic conditioning to have weathered that storm in the second round and come back this hard this round. Incredible. Justin lands a combination. They fall into a clinch. Justin has Ilya's head and then tries for a hard short right as they break apart. Justin's having a great third round here. Nice lead right uppercut from Justin. They fall into grappling position and both men try for those little short right uppercuts. Ilya with a somewhat half-hearted knee, then nice left uppercut, left body shot. Nice 1-2 by Ilya, but then he gets countered with a right from Justin. I think that hurt him, and another big right hand from Justin. Ilya does the run away, and boy, his face is quite the mask of blood at the moment. Ilya's cut man's going to have to work. Oh, big flying knee from Justin Gaethje presses Ilya up against the cage. He is following Trevor Whitman's instructions. He's the one pressing Ilya now. Ilya reverses position, but Justin has good control with the whizzer. He reverses it again and has Ilya up against the cage. There's just a few seconds remaining, so he'll ride out this round. This is most definitely Justin Gaethje's round. And he may have turned the tide because, boy, that mouse is really starting to develop under Ilya's eye. Again, I'm always critical of UFC fight cut men, but honestly, they don't know how to bring down eye swelling. So at this level of the game, you should know how to do that. They're saying something about compromised vision. I don't know why the heck the cornerman would be asking for the doctor. Ilya is saying he can't see anything out of his right eye. So is Ilya asking for it to be stopped? Oh, he says he wants to continue. Well, that was useless. Goddard grabs the drink. All right, so now the doctor's inspecting him. Oh, wow, the doctor just shook his head. Ilya's asking him. Ilya's arguing back. Doctor's saying he can't fight. Wow, that's ridiculous. But here's the thing. It's the cut man's fault. He should have been working on that mouse from round one. You don't wait till the eye's swollen up to start working on it. Okay, we're going to keep going here, but now this has got to give Gaethje a ton of confidence. He just has to keep working on landing his jab and great game planning by Trevor Whitman. Look at how little Gaethje damage. Very little damage to Gaethje. None. Nice hard right hand from Gaethje. Another 1-2. Topuria's doing this smart thing. Oh, nice takedown by Gaethje. Now Gaethje has Ilya up against the cage. He's got his head control through a couple of knees. Ilya comes right back with some body shots, but Gaethje with a nice right hand. Nice hard power jab. Calf kick. Oh. Here's the thing. This fight is going to get stopped maybe after this round because that left eye is just practically swollen shut. Oh my gosh. That left eye is from Justin's right hand. Right uppercut. We see Ilya grabbing for his left eye. I think Justin knows he's got a sitting duck here. Hard jab from Justin. Oh, lovely little short right uppercut from Justin. I give Ilya credit for being the gladiator here. But now Topuria's got Justin against the cage. Credit to Topuria for fighting back. Justin doing the runaway. What a back and forth fight this is. This is crazy. Ilya with a huge right hand and another, but Justin with the right uppercut. Now Ilya's touching to his right eye. Justin with a head kick. Ilya walking away. 2 minutes remaining in this fourth round. I think this fight is getting stopped. If Ilya makes it to this bell, it's going to get stopped. There's just no way the doctor's going to allow this to continue. Big right hand from Justin. Ilya circles away skillfully. Nice left body shot attempt by Ilya. A minute and a half left here. If Ilya lasts, they're going to stop. They have to stop this on the stool between rounds. Both men in grappling position. Ilya has a body lock, tries for a throw, almost gets it. Gets Justin to the ground. Wow. Trying to pass to mount. He's in full mount. All right, Ilya has to know this is it. This is his only chance to win this fight. He's got 67 seconds to get the ground and pound, get the sub, get something. Okay, Ilya passes, takes Justin's back. Oh, but Justin gets out. Oh, nice left hook, left body shot from Ilya. Big right hand. Nobody can accuse Ilya of being soft after this. Oh, nice right uppercut attempt by Ilya, but it falls short. 30 seconds remaining here. Ilya goes in for a double, doesn't get it. He's on all fours. Justin has head and arm. Justin has top position here. 21 seconds left. Justin just kind of laying on top, throwing some ground and pound. Knee to the side, Ilya. Ilya's just covered up. Oh, and he makes it to that end of the round. This is BS. What a sucky cut, man. He does not know what the F he's doing with that end swell. Okay, just wipe the blood off. Oh, that's it. Yeah, wow. Okay, I got that wrong. Congrats to Justin Gaethje. He stopped Ilya Topuria. Sadly, I think Ilya's cut man failed him because you could see that mouth starting to form in round one or after round one. And that's when you have to work on it so it doesn't swell up worse. Then he just took more continued damage because as it swells up, now his vision's compromised, so he can't see the shots coming on that side. So it's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, wow, that was an upset. Good for Justin and the new. Good for him.
Well, perhaps in terms of the betting line, but given everything that Justin
Holy
Gaethje
cow.
had accomplished in this lightweight division,
Good for him.
you gotta think some segment of the fan base and the pundits are not surprised that he was
How
able
can
to
President Trump not acknowledge him?
get his brand of violence on Ilya
He's getting a standing ovation ringside, cage side. Melania stands up. That was crazy. Wow. So I want to hear who stopped the fight.
But he believed, and he did.
Wow, great game planning by Trevor Whitman. That was key where he turned him around after that second round.
belongs to the Sanford, Arizona native and proud American. The highlight, Justin Gaethje on top of the MMA world.
Wow, congrats to Justin Gaethje. Oh, okay. Tapuria's corner stopped the fight. Well, I mean, it's a shame they couldn't figure out how to bring down the swelling. That dude Monroe doesn't know what the heck he's doing with the end swell, but most of the cut men in the UFC don't. Okay, first off, he was using the end swell that was way too big. You need to use a smaller one so you can push the swelling out from underneath there. You got to get that out of there as soon as it starts. And you could see it. You could see that mouse right after the first round. So it's a shame that they don't educate these cut men on how to do that. But holy cow! So somebody bet 150 on Justin Gaethje. They made crazy bank. Whoever that was.
Who stopped the fight to try to protect his fighter to fight another day. Gaethje goes over to acknowledge the 40 of those two fighters forever linked, but Gaethje got it done.
Well, the doctor wanted to stop the fight after the third, so I feel like Ilya and the audience are lucky to see that fourth round, but there's really no. If Ilya's corner didn't stop that, I'm positive the doctor would have. The doctor's probably livid right now that it didn't get stopped after the third. I'm not sure how the ref overruled the doctor in that one, but.
Justin, oh my God, knees him right at the rib. And you can see Taporia immediately take his left elbow back. You can tell he was hurt bad. By the way he got up to go back to his stool, you can tell that Ilya was very hurt.
And you remember back in the day when Justin Gaethje first won the interim lightweight championship, he unceremoniously tossed the belt on the ground, and now he's the undisputed champ. But we saw Alexander Topuria say, we're going to finish the fight, but somebody else got involved.
Wow, Justin's face looks completely unmarked, which is crazy.
This is Paramount Plus.
All right, so which is the biggest surprise, that Justin knocked out Ilya or that Joe Rogan is wearing a tie?
Oh, that might be a problem.
All right, guys, so we'll wait for Justin to give his speech, and I think I'm going to call it an evening. It's been a long night. Look, it's like over 3 hours. They really dragged out these. We only watched 5 out of 7 fights, and it got dragged on this long. That's crazy. Well, although I have to say I'm glad I stuck around for the main event. Yeah, Gaethje did it. That's crazy. Alright, as I said, guys, don't be shy. If you're in a generous mood, feel free to leave a super chat here, or you can always double back some other time, leave a super thanks on any of the videos that are already up on our channel. Every penny helps.
Your winner by TKO due to corner stoppage.
And new. That's crazy. Wow, special belt. Dana gives him the belt. Ali gives him a belt. Wow. That's crazy. Somebody made like $1 million on betting 100K on Justin. All right. Gaethje very diplomatically acknowledges all the service members. Wow, Rogan says it's one of the biggest upsets in the history of the sport. For sure, I didn't think he had the technical capability. Justin says nobody can outwork him in the championship rounds, and I tend to agree. Justin says that Ilya's body shot did hurt him to the liver after Joe Rogan acknowledged that his knee to Ilya's liver on the ground hurt him. Yeah, you're not kidding, Jim. It is quite the comeback. That is crazy. Justin is. Justin said he promised his mom he wouldn't make a decision tonight. Wow, fireworks, for real. Justin gives his dad one of the belts.
Well, however you feel in terms of where that lands on the overall upset scale, that is one of the biggest singular wins in UFC history.
Wow. Somebody made $1 million off of Justin tonight. Holy cow. So I guess we're not going to get to talk to Ilya. But boy. So here's one of the things with Ilya also. Maybe there's just too many chefs in the kitchen there, you know? I don't know. Yes, he's skillful. Yes, he's talented, disciplined. But, you know, they got caught up in the hype. Oh, look at this. Melania and Donald Trump. President Trump, they're getting in the ring. Melania shakes Justin's hand. Oh, that's funny. Donald's got a 45-47. All right, thank you, Mo. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I hear you. It's late. It's been over 3 hours. Like I said, you can always leave a super chat or super thanks on any of the videos. Hope to see you in the next live stream. Please do like, subscribe, all of that. Share some of the other videos, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, guys. I am probably gonna call this in a couple minutes. Not a scratch on his face, hardly, Justin Gaethje. That's crazy. Oh, and the vice president's in the cage as well. Baron Trump towering over everybody. Well, congratulations, huge congratulations to Justin Gaethje. It's absolutely unbelievable. Looks like Donald Trump's entire family's right there by the cage. I would like to see some follow-up on Ilya, just to see how he's doing. Boy, we ended the show with a bang, literally. Well, let me put it this way. The main event, yeah, Trevor Whitman did a brilliant job there between rounds. After Justin lost that second round big time, you know, Trevor did a great job of refocusing his fighter, giving him, you know, very succinct, appropriate instructions of what to do. So that's a coach that knows his fighter and who just knows how to coach, how to work the corner, not just how to coach in the gym. Two different skill sets. Wow, fireworks going off. Quite literal fireworks going off. And the U.S. Marine Band. That's crazy. Fireworks going off beyond the monuments on the Great Lawn. Well, that's quite the birthday party for the president. Quite an endurance trek for the military band as well.
Tonight's fireworks are presented by Scott's, celebrating 250 years of the American Yard.
Wow.
Some final thoughts on all that was UFC Freedom 250. Stay with us. Plenty more to come here on Paramount Plus.
Let's see. Again, I want to hear, yeah, what a card. Well, what a main event. I want to hear how Ilya Topuria is doing. That's my main concern. Guys, we'll stick this out for a couple more minutes, and I'm going to have to call it because it's been a over 3 hour stream. Whew, so now we're on commercial break. All right, we'll wait till after this commercial. I don't know if we're going to get back to the live stream. Thank you, really appreciate it. Don't forget, you can also leave jewels if you are a jewel person. right, guys, we'll give this a couple more minutes. Right now, I'm still on commercial break. Another commercial. Sleeper bot picks. Looks like the old Mike Tyson video game thing. Mike Tyson knockout.
Make picks on MMA, boxing, or any other sporting event. New user offer. Get $20 entry credit. No deposit necessary.
UFC Freedom 250 Topuria versus Gaethje has been brought to you by No Days Off Premium Canned Water, official water of UFC Freedom 250, because greatness doesn't take days off, and neither do you. By Tech Fusions, redefining the digital era, technology, environment, community, powering the spirit of UFC Freedom 250.
Yeah. Jim says, where do you think Pereira, Gaethje, and Topuria go from here? Ilya definitely to the hospital. Yeah, I mean, I feel badly for Ilya. I feel his corner failed him. But he's going to need a lot of time to heal up from that. I don't think he should. Unfortunate for him, you know what? The time off, I think, hurt him. He should take, maybe he might even need to take like 8 months or 9 months off. Pereira has to rethink if he's going to stay at heavyweight. If he wants to, he really needs to work on a strength program that dovetails with his MMA training, or he should just go back down. Because I don't think he put on functional weight. He put on weight. Gaethje's in the catbird seat. He can do whatever he wants. He should just chill, take a week off, decide if there's something he still wants to accomplish in the division, in the sport, or he can go out on a high note. I mean, if he wants to give Ilya a rematch, he's probably gonna have to wait at least 9 months. So there's that aspect. Do you want to be inactive and come back? Do you want to fight somebody else, give them the shot? I don't know who would be behind Ilya. Like who's rated number 2 at the moment. Me personally, I think Pereira should go back down, but that's up for him to negotiate, because he's going to have to fight his way back up if he goes back down, because he gave up the belt, right? And Ayman Zahabi, hope I never see him again. Cyril, sounds like Tom wants to price himself out of the fight with Cyril, so I'm not sure what's next for him. But there's always going to be people in that. There'll always be somebody who wants to challenge him for that heavyweight belt. So I think Gon is in a great position as well. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it. I'm pretty tired. I do actually have to work tomorrow, so got to get up early. But thank you. Appreciate you guys. Please be sure to follow. Please like. Please subscribe and share the content. We'll see you the next time. Thanks for joining.